Yeah, it's Sunday afternoon, kind of late. On Friday I went by the machine shop and picked up my block where they had cleaned it, put soft plugs and cam bearings in it. He informed me it needed to be bored, and I agree, but we got just a touch of a ridge there. I'm just going to cut the ridge and re-ring it. This one is going to go in Littlemiss 66, just a mild cam, pretty stock. I do have some 305 heads there, and we'll just see how it runs. And I think it'll run pretty good for a while. I've built, I don't know how many like that, but they always ran good when I got done, so hopefully that will be the case here. There's the block number for you numbers guys. I just know it's a 283. There's the date code. Maybe a 65. What's that say? Anyway, I ain't researched the numbers. I'm gonna put it together and see how it acts. First, I gotta put away all my metric tools from putting together my new engine stand. Now you may be thinking, this guy's got too many projects. And you're probably right, but it's so blasted hot out there. I need a good one I can just come in the garage and piddle with in the evenings or when the mood strikes me. So that's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully we'll get Littlemiss out here and she can work on it a little bit too. Now I realize some of you that watch this stuff already know everything there is to know about cars and can point out where I screwed up, but some of you may have never seen a ridge reamer, and this is what a ridge reamer is. I think you're supposed to, if you follow the book, cut the ridge before you remove the pistons. That way you don't break the rings, but I don't recall ever breaking a ring, pounding them past the ridge. But so what you do is you set the ridge reamer in there, get it square as you can. Put this portion just below the ridge in the cylinder, and then you take a little 3/8 wrench, pop that, which flips the cutting head out. It follows the cylinder and cuts the ridge the rest of the way out. Let's see if I can demonstrate. It's kind of spring loaded out there, so if it's a little out of center, it'll still cut. And then you just put your wrench on there. Kind of hard to do one-handed, but you can feel it just kind of scraping. And then when the cutting head gets to the ridge, it starts cutting. And when you're through, it looks something like that. The ridge is gone. Now you can hone it and go from there. I have read places you don't need to cut the ridge. Just run it with the ridge in there if you're going to just re-ring it, but I don't think I've ever done that. It seems to me if you're got all new parts, the ring could possibly hit that ridge and do a little damage, but maybe not. Well, the lens is fogging up, but anyway, Littlemiss has been cleaning out the van. That seat came out of I think a 73 International truck, if I remember right. And that's where I used to sit when my dad sat here driving around. Found some cool stuff. Some seat belts out of something. I don't know what. Oil filter housing. Some hubcaps that don't fit. I remember when Dad put that on this thing, he said it wasn't worth a darn, didn't make it run no better. Tiger 581 for the 80s. I guess I can't use it now. I found these. Remember when red shoelaces were cool? Maybe you don't. I think that was in the 80s, late 80s. I don't remember if I wore them or my brother did, but I guess we're throwing away now. I've got the doghouse and the body stuff here. I may dig that out later and just assemble it just so I can remember what it looked like. But that wall is gonna go, and all this stuff here probably, but it's too hot to mess with it much now. Plus, I don't know if you noticed, but I got a couple other projects to do. Look at her, she's mad.
I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
In whom?
I would have to say, out of all the dogs, it's probably Jack's.
The little aggravating puppy.
Mr. Marley.
The one who chewed a hole in my couch. Mm-hmm. Alright, enough of that. Let's get back to work. Hey, look, Littlemiss Heavy Chevy is here, and she's going to build this engine. So would you care to tell us again what goes where?
These here go right here.
Uh-huh.
And then the little things that go like this, there's going to have something running through here that holds them together.
Excellent. Excellent. She's a motor builder from way back. We haven't done much filming of it, but she has cleaned some parts. Wasn't that fun?
Lots of fun.
Really?
Yeah.
And today we got the block cleaned up pretty good. I honed the cylinders a while back. Put some helicoils in the block where somebody goobered some 1/2-inch bolts in there. And I think we can go ahead and put the cam in. And then we can put in the crank. And then we can put in some rods and pistons. Watch what you're doing, girl. Alright, now you just pull your bolts up a little bit, pinch them together, and rock the cap off. And then set it right there so they're in order.
My hand's not quite that big. How'd you do that again?
I'll help you. We can go in the house now. She's building a motor.
She is, huh?
Yep.
Did I do it right?
Is it in there?
Yeah.
Looks wonderful. Do one more.
Got it.
Good. Now we need to do the rear main seal. What are you doing?
I'm not as good at this as you are. I can't do it while you're watching. Oh.
Just pull the trigger. There you go. There you go. Alright, there's our crankshaft. You gonna set it in there?
Yeah.
No, I'll do it. Mom's not gonna have any foot left. Groove first. There you go.
Do I clean it again?
Mm-hmm. Oil on the threads. Earl on the threads. Alright, put it in there. Got the arrow pointing the right way?
Yep.
You forgot to do something. Here, hold that.
Okay.
All right, go. I'm so proud. Remember, as soon as it clicks, stop. Keep it straight. Yep, everything's parallel. There you go. Perfect. Alright. And this one's still grinding on her foot. I don't think she's gonna have any left. I think she's buffing her whole foot with that thing. I never seen the like. Alright.
See those white bones now.
Now she's got the mains all torqued to how much?
65.
65. Now I think we're gonna put the timing chain and gear on, and then we get to put rings on the pistons and slip them home.
Yay!
You about got it together, girl?
Almost, Dad.
What'd you sit down for?
Because I had to pull these things off.
Oh. We got pistons 1 and 3 installed. Which one are we gonna do next?
5.
That's correct. She is paying a little bit of attention. All right, she's got the pistons and rods all in. Rod caps torqued down. What do we torque them to?
65.
No, that was the mains.
Oh.
I didn't tell you the rods, did I?
I don't think so.
35.
I was gonna say that.
According to that book right there, it says 35. So that's what we did. All right, what are we gonna do next?
Valve covers.
No, you need to put the heads on before you put the valve covers on.
Well, I thought we were gonna do the valve covers.
No, maybe we'll put the heads on. Maybe. Let's see. All right, here's the heads we're gonna put on the motor. I forgot what the number of them is, and I can't see it. That's what they are. They're 305 heads. Is what they are. Small chambers, larger valves. Might make a little more horsepower. Hmm? Remember, stop as soon as it clicks. She's cheating.
I got a cheat sheet.
We're almost done for the day. I'm gonna torque them to the 65. You got them up to what? 50?
50, 53.
I think you got them to 50. We had to hurry up and bring the Firebird back in,
Yep.
which the Littlemiss so helpfully washed for me. And I didn't drive it anywhere. I should have drive it. I should drive it. Don't you think? Maybe we'll go somewhere next weekend. Anyway, I'm about done. So we'll torque this down and call it a day. Did you have fun?
I did.
It was more fun than you thought, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting how a motor goes together, ain't it? It'll be even more fun when it fires up for the first time.
For the first time again. But the motor for the first time.
Yeah. Alright, we'll put it on the test stand when we get it done, fired up.
Alright.
Alright, let's hurry up and get done. Alright, I left her for a few minutes. I had to go in the house and let her torque the head bolts. And while I was gone, I don't know if you can see the crack in the socket there.
Did I crack it?
Had to be. It wasn't cracked when I left it.
It wasn't?
You don't know your own strength.